Bum, bum, We live? And we're live. I hope my trumpets match up with the trumpets in all the trumpets in your ears. Oh, look, there's a picture of David. Maybe sometimes he'll chime in with something. I'm Daniel.
I'm Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
I'm so used to David going next that I was like...
I know, right? Yeah, it's Crosspod Wordcast. This is Crossword Puzzle Podcast and a live stream every Thursday night on YouTube and Twitch. We go live at 5:30-ish Mountain Time, and it's a good time. It's like a game, you know. It's like playing a little game, filling in a crossword together. How you feeling about this crossword today, Lindsay?
The one right in front of me, or just
No, we're not doing that one. We're gonna do. We could go historical. Do you wanna go make a deep dive into the archive?
Here's why I don't. I want to feel good about myself tonight. I want to finish in record time. I want to come out of this feeling really great about what we've done. And I feel like with the Monday.
The truth is that not everybody knows that before you became an official host with us and joining us every week, you and Chantel had proposed to doing another podcast.
Yes,
a sister podcast.
Yeah, I think it was going to be called The Mondays, a Crosspod Wordcast, you know.
Pod Word Crosscast.
A Pod Word Crosscast. And it would be where we would just do the Monday crossword puzzle because it's...
Yeah, I think it was going to be called Just the Mondays.
Just the
That's
Mondays.
What I had heard because I remember that was very catchy. Well, we can do that. We can do any day.
Let's do Thursday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Thursday's good. You know, plus we got producer Sam on the boards. He's fully fueled and ready to roll should we need him. Plus we have this cool new thing that we rolled out last week, Phone a Friend. Remember that?
Are you so happy you decided to have me on the podcast because I come up with these ideas on the spot.
So who knows? We may give someone a call. We could give David a call.
My gosh, at his work thing.
Yeah.
We should ask him to pass the phone to a coworker.
Totally. But before we get to our puzzle for the day, do you have any return and reports?
So, Mikey and I did start watching that show that David recommended, the detective one.
Shield. Oh no. Line of Duty. Call Line of Duty. I did too. I watched the first 30 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah. Well, so when it starts, don't you feel like, I'm watching a show from a little bit of a different time? Like it's a little dated.
Feels dated. It does feel dated. Yeah.
But I got to tell you, it picked up. Even in feeling dated, it gets like every episode, you're kind of like, how can this go on? How can they keep, how can they keep it up to the next episode?
So how far did you get?
I think we're like 4 episodes into it, but I'll say this. I have, I know we've talked before that my mother's from Scotland, so I have British family that, I'm friends with on Facebook. And I have started seeing them post about the show because I think a new season is coming out and like people are jazzed about it for some reason that I'll find out, months from now, but people love it.
Well, I may give it another try. I will say it felt it was a little bit stagey, like in terms of down to the blocking and stuff at times, but it was, it seemed I could get into it. I just, it wasn't enough to keep me going in that moment.
I'm going to keep going.
In the right mood. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll hop back on the train. That was my return and report. That's all. I haven't gone down anything else. How about your buzz by?
My buzz is by me. I just made this drink a moment ago. But what it is this Fever Tree pink grapefruit. I still have some, which is why I have the bottle in here. And tequila.
Top off. Oh, solid.
It's a really good combo. I have the someone gave me a bottle of Casamigos Blanco, And so I use that, and it's kind of nice because I know tequilas aren't supposed to have flavor additives, and I respect that. But the vanilla taste really does kind of come through on it, which is kind of fun if you're in the mood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I wish I had something like that, but I am excited for what I do have, which is a Mandarina Kolsch Ale from UTOG, which is
UTOG?
UTOG.
Utah Ogden?
Yeah, let's see if that'll work.
No.
There. No.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, UTOG. So that's stands for Utah Ogden Brewing Company.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm gonna give this a.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Uh-huh. It's got a picture of mandarina on the front, which kind of looks like a blood orange or something. Yeah. Is that what that is?
No, I don't know that it's what it is, but that's what I thought when I saw the can. I was like, it looks a bit like a blood orange.
Yeah, you can taste that. It's got the kind of like sour bitterness, which is I kind of like. But it's not too sour. It's not like a sour beer, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like sour sometimes, but
you got to be in the right mood.
Yeah, got to be in the right mood. Well, so looks like we got Drifter's Math on the chat, who says a case of the Mondays. That was, when we were talking about your Mondays, but we're going to do a case. We got a case of the Thursdays. We're with Thursdays. We're almost there. Friday tomorrow, but let's Thurs it up with April 15th, The Ides of April by Brendan Emmett Quigley and Ben Zimmer. This is fun.
I wonder if he's related to Hans.
Hans Emmett Quigley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe let's jump in here, and any other things before we go live. If this is your first time joining us, please feel free on the chat, on the comments to answer the questions. Don't Google anything. You can ask someone in the room. We might call a friend, but this is just a communal knowledge solve.
No Googles.
No Googs till the end. Then we'll do an etymological pass. Any of the things that we didn't know, we will look them up on our favorite Etym Online, the Etymology Dictionary Online, or Google or Wikipedia or whatever suits us. And then we have our arts section. You got to wait for the arts section. You got something?
I do have something.
Oh, good. I also think I have something. We'll get there.
I mean, I know I have something. We'll see if people like it.
If it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's jump in today. We'll give ourselves an hour for Thursday, April 15th. And you're just solving on screen here with me?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oops, M7U. Spilled a little beer on my keyboard. Oh, there we go.
Space BQ1, 2.
So, we got a puzzle here with no really long answers, but you've got kind of the nonance, which we discovered is for sure a thing. Nonance, 9 sections. Top. Actually, but no, sorry, we don't have 9, do we? We kind of have.
It's almost like 7. Right?
Yeah. It's got like the 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and then just kind of 1 in the middle. But nothing is longer than 7 letters. 33 across is long. That's 8 letters, as is
41.
Or 9, excuse me, 41, 9 letters. Do you want to jump to those? See if we can start chipping
33.
away at the theme. Thursdays usually theme it up. 9 letters. The clue?
The clue is warm-up time for pro athletes. Could be preseason.
Season. It does indeed fit. Should we see if 41 has like some relative kind of bit about it? 9 letters.
The clue is on a need-to-know basis.
On a need-to-know basis. I have no connection to preseason that I can derive. 38 across. I'm back. In quotes for a 7-letter answer. No connection there. And then it's possible that like our 22 across or 58 across. Oh, there we go. There's something.
Oh, there it is.
So when I touched on 58 across, it highlighted in the app the New York Times app. We're doing the New York Times crossword puzzle, if I didn't mention that. You can see it if you're watching, but not everybody is watching. So it highlighted 17, 18 across, 22 across, 33, which is preseason, 41, 49, 55, and yeah. And the clue is?
Starting point for a piano student, or a phonetic hint to all of those that you mentioned across.
Yeah. So starting point for a piano student. C. Major. Yeah, middle C.
Middle C.
Yeah. Okay.
I think middle C might be it, but
it does fit.
Should we check the downs?
Yeah, let's check the downs with like 59, 60
Yeah.
across. 59 D blank blank.
The clue is MLB's 10th men. Major League Baseball's 10th.
Yeah, 10th men. I don't know.
Usually I feel like the 10th man or whatever is the fan, right? But I don't know if that's...
Well, we got something abbreviated here too, I think, with the MLB. Yeah. So, okay, how about 60 down L blank blank?
Happening in slang.
Happening in slang. Hip.
Like hip, hot.
Yeah. Lip. Well, that's not looking super confirmatory for middle C. How about 61 down, potentially E blank blank?
1940s combat zone in brief.
Europe. Yeah. Okay, so 60 down, so that's EUR, Europe. 62 down, C blank blank.
The clue is extra in a procedural.
A cop? Could be.
Timberthrax agrees.
Cop. Okay, let's try 64 across. That's five blanks and then UO.
Okay, this one is emperor who abdicated in 2019 after 30 years.
I don't know any emperors.
Neither do I.
Yeah, okay. Well, 66 across is 5 blanks and then RP.
The clue is on and on and on.
On and on and on. Stirp. Twerp. Well, okay, let's try 50 down. It's 5 blanks. Might have an M in the middle if middle C is right.
The clue is hooey.
Let's try that again.
Sorry. Did you not hear me?
Country boy.
It was hooey.
Hooey.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Maybe. Who knows?
Can we do in the etymological past? Can we do a sound?
Yeah. We'll look up the
recording
sound.
How of it.
Hooey. How's that?
I liked that. I'm curious how it will come out.
So the clue, hooey. Damn, Drifter's math says, and I do like that. I mean, at least to put it in to see. Okay, well, 51 down is blank blank I blank blank.
The clue is brand name that means exquisite in Japanese.
I don't know. Got anything? Brand name. Maybe apparel or something.
I'm trying to think of, the only Japanese brand that is coming to the top of my mind right now is Muji, but that does not fit.
Yeah.
She don't know.
52 down, blank blank D blank blank.
The clue is blank a tie.
Tie a tie. Draw a tie. It's a tie. Yeah. Well, okay.
What if we go back? Let's go back to like one down. Let's start at the very beginning.
Let's see at least
Julie
these
Andrews
ones.
saying.
We've got a couple
you think
more.
So? 54?
I want to see if we at least confirm these because I'm curious. I think they might be right. Let's see if we can roll them out or confirm. 54 across, blank blank A blank blank.
The clue is pale as a ghost. Washed.
Washed. Wan. Pallid. Pale as a ghost.
Opaque wouldn't fit.
Well, now Drifter's math is backing out of damn. And 49 across. One of the clued. What are the themed answers? Is 8 letters. Blank D followed by 6 blanks. Camping pests. Mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquito, but it wouldn't be plural fitting in there.
Mosquito. Camping pests. You're right. So, all right. All right. Well, let's go back to one across and see what's what. What's one across? Unless you want to build off of preseason and see if that's right.
Oh, let's do that. Let's try 33 down. Is that okay?
Yeah. And that's a P followed by 3 blanks.
The clue there is surname of the Incredibles. You watch The Incredibles?
Yeah, I think it's par. Timberthrax says chiggers. Yeah, those are like kind of like little ticks or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. With an A, with an E, we'll see. Back to this 52 down. G blank D blank 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 a tie. Or I blank blank brand name. I mean, that does track with the Japanese use a lot of I's. Isuzu. So 34 down. If preseason's right and Chiggers is right, it's S blank 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 E.
Could it be a Isuzu, like Isuzu Trooper?
It could if middle C is wrong. Which I don't know. It could. There's probably other brand names. But let's try like 34 down.
Okay,
S
cool.
Blank 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 E.
The clue there is Big Bungle.
Big Bungle. It's a shame. It's a big bungle. Big bungle. Okay, 35 down. O blank 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 R.
Philosopher who favored simple explanations. I think it's Occam. Occam's razor.
I like that. So
Chiggers is not correct.
It doesn't appear to be. Well, let's confirm. I've got Basil here. Basil. Oh, he doesn't want to come up.
Is that your phone a friend?
Yeah. Dogs are a theme. So 40 across, blank C blank.
The clue there is GI with stripes.
NCO, non-commissioned officer.
Cool. Dritter's Math says it's Occam OCC AM.
OCC, great. And this might be Big Bungle Snafu.
Oh, Snafu. It absolutely is.
And so then
43.
40,
yeah, let's do it.
36 down. NO blank blank blank.
The clue there is Gritty Films informally.
Timberthrax is in on it with Noir.
Yeah, well then.
Noir. You could probably get a whole supercut of Alex Trebek saying Noir.
I hope that there is one.
Noir.
Rip, rest in peace.
Yeah. Last week we listened to his supercut of the
genre.
So yeah, sometimes 2 syllables, sometimes 1. Okay, why don't you read? True clue it up.
We could true clue it up.
Blank FAR for 46 across.
I mean,
not close.
Afar.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's kind of like.
That's probably about it. True clue for 46 across. Blank FAR.
The clue is a ways away. You were correct.
Afar. So 43 across looks interesting. Blank blank ACI. Why don't you read the clue and I'm going to let the dog out.
Okay, go let him out. The clue here is one of the sisters on TV's Braxton Family Values. And I only know Tony Braxton, so I'm not really sure. Sam, do you know any of the Braxton sisters? Tracy? Is that a sister? Maybe? Let's see. Okay, well, I know that we're not supposed to do this, but I'm going to just look at what 27 down is. It's word with free or double.
All right, what'd you do? Did you solve it?
So Timberthrax, okay, the clue is one of the sisters on TV's Braxton Family Values.
Oh.
You don't know many Braxtons, but there was a thought that it could be Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
We could confirm it with 44 down.
Indeed. Blank a blank. Issa of Insecure.
Issa Rae.
So the Tracy's looking good. 27 down. Blank blank E blank T.
Word with free or double.
Word with free or double. Double treat. Free treat. Sweets. Free sweet. Free a feat. Oh, okay. How about, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good on preseason though overall.
Yeah.
So let's do 26 down.
Sure. The clue is, it's 4 letters, blank blank S blank, and the clue is
blank close. Sorry, how would you read that?
Blank close.
But the question mark, crucially, is inside of the quotation. So it's a phrase that the actual phrase itself is blank close. Rather than it's a pun, rather I think than a pun. I think they would put the question mark on the outside. It's like that's the one time they do it.
Yeah.
But okay, so blank close. Up so close. Or close, I suppose it could be close. Okay. Well, how about 30 down?
Sure.
Blank E blank blank.
Oh, the clue is straight up, and that is neat.
Yeah, it really is.
Neato.
That's neat. Like I like my whiskey. 29 across. Blank N blank blank blank.
That clue is eel on a menu. Unagi.
Unagi. Friends. Salmon skin roll. Or something. I don't know what they say.
That's it's exactly what she says.
That's what she says, but that's not it,
correct.
right? Because it's
that's
eel.
what she said.
You are correct. All right. Well, back to the 26 blank close. Blank A S blank. So probably one word. I can't think of. All right. How about, where do you want to go?
I'm now curious to look once more at 49 across to just do a check-in with it.
Sure. Yeah, it does have some interesting letters. 4 blanks and E U M E.
Yeah, camping pests.
Camping pests. Yeah, it is weird. So maybe this is bringing us back to starting point for a piano student, or a phonetic hint to camping pests. Maybe it's so there's something about the phonetics of it, like there's a C in the middle maybe that gets changed to a phonetic one. I don't know.
I mean, we all camp a lot, and the pests that I've encountered, I wouldn't know.
Mosquitoes,
gnats,
ticks.
I mean, I don't think snakes are like pests, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, let's try like maybe 41 across.
Okay.
And see if we get anything there. That's 6 blanks, R blank T.
The clue is on a need to know basis.
On a need to know basis, compartmentalized. Perret. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I think again we're going to end up maybe with some phonetic spellings.
Okay. Have we done 38 across?
No. Dead middle. Blank blank A blank A blank blank.
The clue is I'm back. We have seen that one, right? I'm back.
Yeah, we did see that in the middle in quotes. I'm back, like a phrase that means I'm back. I'm back. Here's me. I'm back. Couldn't stay away. All right. Well, how about 45 across? We got blank, 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 R, blank. Again, this is if par is right. I could be wrong. It could be park, maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's like, pretty sure it's par. The Incredibles. So blank, 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 R, blank for 45 across.
The clue is it's a start.
It's a start. Enero, in the first month of the year in Spanish. It's a start. Okay, well, let's do maybe 20 down. Blank, blank, you are, followed by 5 blanks.
Okay, the clue is once plentiful endangered fish nicknamed Albany beef. Oh, do you think it's sturgeon?
It could be. And we also have Spark coming in from Sam, producer Sam. No, how do you spell sturgeon?
Oh,
that doesn't fit
I'm
though
wrong.
with it's a start, Spark. Yeah, I like that. But what's to make of I mean, that does fit with all that stuff. Once plentiful endangered.
Okay, so
fish.
now it's endangered. So is sturgeon endangered? I don't know that it
Yeah.
is.
Stork. Okay, well, Spark is looking maybe good. So 39 across. Down, excuse me. Blank, blank, a blank.
The clue is prefix with plasmic.
Ectoplasmic, usually. So I'm going to hold off on the Spark there and see. Blank, blank, TR, blank. It's a start. Leader. It's a start. Center. Outro. Intro. Got it. Okay, so then how about 32 down?
Make corrections to.
And that's,
I would think edit, but no.
yeah, blank, 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 and blank. Make corrections to. Nope. How about 38 across again? Blank EA, blank A, blank, blank. I'm back. Me as a bee. I don't know. How about 47 across? Blank, 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 O.
The clue is astronaut Cooper as portrayed in The Right Stuff. I don't think I've seen The Right Stuff.
I haven't either, but I do think I can recall maybe some of the actors. Isn't Scott Glenn is in that? Maybe like not De Niro, it's just Zoe something. I don't know. Okay, how about 11 down? Ed Harris. Yeah, but no. 11 down. Blank, 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 blank. IA.
The clue is idyllic spot of myth.
Xanadu. Shangri-La. Shangala. Okay.
Let's try 26 across.
26 across. It's
Why
5
not?
blanks.
The clue is get one's feet wet.
Get one's feet wet, which is the first meaning would be kind of like wade in or just try something out slowly, gradually. But I guess more literally might be the meaning here. Get one's feet wet. Wade. Get one's feet wet. I don't know. I want to see, how about back to 41 across here on a need to know basis. Ooh, secret. There we go.
Top secret.
Top secret. So there's a C in the middle. SE is C. It's not the letter C, but it's C. So whatever this is down here, C,
something like resume.
Yeah, camping pests.
It's not going to be resume.
If it's C, the sound C, But I don't know about that. Well, How about 22 down then? We got top secret. 5 blanks, four blanks, and then a T. 22.
Okay, the clue is put forth as a hypothesis. Not assert.
Yeah, posit from Timber Threads.
Nice. Very nice.
23 down, five letters, 4 blanks in an O.
The clue is leading by a basket.
That's
up to.
Assuming it's not a 3. I guess, that's
just a regular basket.
Yeah, just a basket. Okay, we get a true clue time for 37 across. IW blank.
Blank Jima.
Iwo Jima. That's probably it. Exactly. Maybe I'll go with blank Jima, comma, Japan.
Oh, Iwo Jima, Japan?
Yeah. Nope, you got it. Iwo Jima. That's spot on. That's nice. Like 4 points. Should save those. Save up. That's 2 baskets. 30. Let's see. How about 24 down? Blank 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 OP.
The clue is go low in a way. Stoop.
True clue for 28 across. OPT blank.
Decides.
Opts. Yep, that's probably it. Goes for. Opts for. Nice. Okay, 31 across. STO blank blank.
The clue is ring thing.
Ring thing. Storm. How about 25 down? Blank S blank.
ID datum.
Social
SSN?
security number, yeah.
Nice.
So STON blank for ring thing now. Stone. You have a stone in your ring.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a stone in my ring. But 22 across is looking interesting. PUSS blank 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 blank.
The clue is gentle, mild mannered sort, and the answer is pussycat.
Pussycat. All right. C, there it is again. Pussycat, top secret. Middle C. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in again. I feel like that's got to be it. Down at 58 across. So back to maybe 5 down. Blank, 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 Y.
Okay, the clue is Luxembourg is a grand one. Cheese, like country, Vichy, Duchy.
Vichy? Yeah, one of those. Let's see if 19 across starts with that H. Followed by 4 blanks.
The clue is severe, harsh.
Yeah. And sturgeons maybe is 20 across, 1 plentiful endangered fish. Because fish could be plural. So sturgeons looks good. Back to maybe 6 down. Blank, 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 AC.
Hayes, who scored Shaft.
Shaft. He'll save every one of us. Just kidding. That's
Isaac Hayes. What a voice.
That was Flash Gordon, not Shaft. Flash. Okay, so 7 down. Blank, blank, blank. R-A.
The clue there is messing of Will and Grace, and that is Deborah.
Deborah. Not Deborah. Deborah.
Deborah.
Okay, so how about like 1 across? Okay. 5 blanks and then ID.
Okay, the clue is, yep, took care of it. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Great. Let's do 15 across and then we can do some true clues. So 5 blanks and then SE.
Okay, the clue there is turn into a cliche. I don't know.
Turn into a cliche. Like,
I don't know.
Let's let's get some help with like our 1 across, 1 down. Y blank blank.
Okay, that clue there is lush.
lush. Y blank blank. Yes. How about two down? E blank blank.
Okay, the clue there is ACC school, and ACC is an abbreviation.
Indeed. ACC school, a community college. I don't know. EDU, something. How about 3 down? S blank blank.
That clue is regal pet name. What if the word yes I is wrong, but did is correct?
Could be. What else could it be?
I don't know. Timberthrex says that 3 down could be Sir, but
Blank,
have you met
blank,
a pet
blank,
named
regal
Sir?
pet. Yeah, I don't know about it.
I like it though. Like maybe my next pet will be called Sir.
Yeah. 4 down, 3 blanks. Verdi's blank 2. Area 2 or something like that.
That's what I think.
So did is looking good for the douchey, which is like a duke's.
Yeah.
A dukedom. Something, right? Okay, well, 15 across then is looking interesting. If those are right, they may not be. But it's 3 blanks and then R-U-S-E.
I think it's overuse.
Yeah, there you go. So 17 across, blank, 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 E-C-A-B.
The clue is city transport redundantly. Wouldn't it be taxi cab?
Taxi cab. Yeah, so it could be...
Airy.
What was that one again? Airy 2, maybe, or who knows? It could be, but the R looks good. Well, so now we are only missing 1 letters from those ones we already looked at. Blank OT for lush.
Could it be hot?
Hot. And then blank VA for ACC school, maybe like UVA, University of Virginia. And then blank EX, regal pet name.
Oh, you know what? I think it's going to be Rex, but it's sure did.
Sure did. So it's not a lush like
Soft.
lush like green. It's a alcoholic lush. A sot. Okay. I saw it coming. 8 down. Blank 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 H.
Okay, that clue is state whose northern residents are known as Yoopers.
Yoopers. Northern.
It's not Utah, is it? Like, I've never heard that before, but it's 4 letters with an H.
Yeah, that's a good point, but it is abbreviated. And Utah would not be abbreviated if it was the answer.
Okay, there we go.
Well, how about...
is it Nashville?
Nash. State is Tennessee.
Sorry.
And if it's 4 letters, maybe it's 2 words, like a,
Yeah.
Or no, Michigan maybe. Yoopers, who's northern.
Yes. Okay, it's Upper Peninsula. Yoopers.
Yeah.
I've only seen
have
it
heard
like
that?
UPER. Yeah.
Oh, because they're uppers.
Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, but
That's
they
what
say
it means.
Yoopers instead of uppers.
I love that.
That's interesting. Cool. Let's say then 8 across. M blank 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 blank.
And that clue is king-like in a way.
King-like in a way. Majestic doesn't fit. King-like in a way. Well, how about 16 across? I followed by 6 blanks.
Okay, that clue is wrongly.
Wrongly. In error. Maybe. Let's see about 9 down. Blank and blank. If an error's right.
Oh, we've seen this clue before. Newswoman Navarro. Anna.
Yeah, that's NPR.
Yeah.
10 down, blank E blank.
Okay, it says frame in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Frame in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Is that like then... It's a cell, because they're animated.
Oh.
Okay, that's fun. Back to 9 across, MAC, blank, 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 blank. King-like, in a way. Macabre? Is that maybe what that word's roots mean or something? Let's
Could be
try
18.
18, yeah. CAL blank 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 blank.
That clue is most common mineral in the human body.
Calcium. Probably. So 14 down, blank RM blank.
Okay, and that one is Aretha's sister who sang Piece of My Heart.
Irma? Maybe Irma Franklin?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's see about although it doesn't work. It could be with an E and still be macabre. Irma. Let's try 21 across and see if it's ends with an A. It's 4 letters.
The clue there is court proceedings. I wonder if it's court like a basketball court and the thing is game.
Could be. Let's see if that G, the G doesn't look super good for something like 11 down, which we've seen. Blank RC, blank blank IA. Idyllic spot of myth.
What about 12 down? Should we do some of those other? So I don't know that one.
Blank RI, blank blank for 12 down.
Streisand role in Funny Girl.
I don't know. I think I've seen it, but yeah, that's about it. Okay, so how about 13 down? Blank OU, blank blank.
And that clue is hammerings.
Hammerings. Hammerings. Pound? Could that be right? Pound?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see about court proceedings. Didn't we have an idea on that what it could be, or you think it might be game?
I mean, could be game, right?
Gets one's feet wet. That's probably going to end with an S. So maybe then hammerings should also probably end with an S. Sounds, louds, hammerings.
Would it be bouts?
Bouts? Oh, yeah, it could be.
Oh, maybe you're right with macabre.
Yeah. Well, no, because that would be an R there.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's try like 21 across. Blank, blank, maybe T blank.
Court proceedings.
Court proceedings. Sets.
I
feel like
tennis match.
Date. Could it be data? Court proceedings. Well, do you want to give that a pause and we'll kind of go down below, or do you want to kind of go back to the ones?
Let's give it a pause.
Okay. Well, then we could try building here, 42 down, SI, followed by 5 blanks.
And that clue is dry wind in the Sahara.
Someone said sets. Court proceedings. Sets?
Tennis court proceedings.
Could be. But then this name, Aretha's sister, would be like arms. That doesn't quite work. And let's see about the idyllic spot. A Sorcia.
Is it Arcadia? Is that a thing?
Could be. Could be. And let's get rid of that stuff there. And let's say court proceedings. Court proceedings. Well, wades. Gets one's feet wet. Wades. Yeah.
Should we try 27 down? See if that's...
Yeah. AGE blank T.
Oh, agent.
Yeah, free
the clue
agent.
Is word with free
agent.
or double.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And back to 26 across. WAS blank.
The clue is blank close.
Glenn Close? Was I close?
Was I close?
Yeah.
You were close.
Yeah, it was close. Glenn Scott.
Oh, this one's cute. 38 across. Blank Eagain. And the clue is, I'm back.
Yeah.
Me again.
I kind of, I danced around that earlier.
You did.
But it's just, it didn't come to mind.
That's okay.
So 32 down, EMEN blank.
The clue is,
wrong, then. It's amend. So Stona, ring thing. Stona. That's weird. Ring thing. Stona. Okay, well, that'll be part of our EP for sure.
Yeah.
How about 47 across?
Oh,
again?
Dritter's Math says emend works too.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course, stone's got to be right. For a ring thing, it's a stone. Emend. Well, that's fun. We'll get to see you're still with us, drifters.
I think it's dritters.
Is it dritters?
Yeah. Dritter's Math.
Dritters.
Can the word dritters be part of the EP as well?
Yeah, we'll look it up.
I'm curious.
Promise, no doxing. Well, how about
42? Were you going to say 42 down?
we've seen that? That's the dry wind in the Sahara. Sin something maybe. And astronaut Cooper. Brando? No. Prado. Grotto. Astronaut Cooper is portrayed in the right stuff. Okay, well, let's just try to build in there. Or no, we've got the Sturgeon's N now. And so the dam probably isn't going to work, but camping pests. Well, it's got to actually be spelled right, but it just has the C sound. Newsme. Newsme. New C. Oh, they says Ritter's the first part of my surname. Cool.
Oh, dang it.
Well,
oh my God, it's the owner of Ritter Sport on our podcast. We love your candy so much, Mr. Ritter Sport.
Send us some. Slide into our DMs. 50 down Hui. Damn doesn't quite work then. Damn it. Damn. I can do this. 51 and down was the brand name that means exquisite. Blank a tie.
Is it break a tie?
Break a tie. It could be. Well, so we say goodbye to middle C.
Let's just try it.
Yeah. So, but then you don't have a C sound there. You have a B.
Maybe that's wrong.
So if it is a C, maybe it could be an S, or probably not a C. Probably something like noise. Back to MLB's 10th min. No, 60 is happening in slang. How about hip? Excuse me. But then no, that's doesn't work with this. I suppose your O could be wrong.
Yeah.
Your brief combat zone could be. Yeah. Oh, your sister KC on the chat says, aren't no-see-ums a kind of bug?
Oh gosh.
That does sound familiar.
We're gonna have to put this in the etymological pass
For
as well.
sure. Thank your sister Casey. So no-see-ums, and there's the C sound.
I like that.
Blank a tie. E blank 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 blank. Amend a tie. 51 down. S Japanese brand means exquisite in Japanese. Not a Japanese brand necessarily. It's a brand that means exquisite in Japanese. Okay. Probably a Japanese brand, but you don't know that for sure.
Okay. Do you think Hui is oh boy?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I think it sure could be. Well, so then if it's not middle C, if it's something like B, yeah, starting point for piano student. Bench. C. Bottom C. Yeah, maybe you start with bottom C and then O blank blank happening in slang. oil. Combat zone. Okay, well, we're just striking out here. Emperor who abdicated in didn't a Japanese emperor abdicate, maybe?
I think maybe, yeah.
Ohihito or something like that. Blank Ito. And then hip could be right. And blank T blank for the 1940s combat zone in brief. It says somebody could be oh man instead of oh boy. Oh man. And then middle C could still be right, which I really... It's hard to think it could be
What's
anything
66
else.
across?
That's N followed by 5 blanks and then a P. On and on and on. No, not, stop.
Non-stop?
Non-stop. Nice. Haha. Lit for happening.
Oh, that is... There you go.
Yeah. Like my fam. E blank O could be European E something O. D blank S for the MLB's 10th man. Brand name S blank I blank O, meaning exquisite in Japanese. Shito, shizo, end on a tie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, pale as a ghost.
Ashen.
Nice. So Seiko probably.
Nice.
AKO Emperor. Akko something.
Oh, do you think the MLB's 10th men are doctors? DRS?
I mean, it could be.
What else could it...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to come back to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then 54 down. A blank blank blank.
They may lead to longer sentences.
And 55 across.
That clue is
6 blanks and then an N.
That clue is happy as bygone days.
Happy as bygone days. Yeah. Well, 63 across. 6 blanks followed by a D.
That clue is words supporting emotion.
Sustained doesn't quite fit. Words supporting emotion. Gesture.
Oh, it's I second.
I second. Noish. 56 down. Blank oh blank.
That clue is thou now. God?
You.
You.
Why,
oh, thou now. You?
Yeah. Thou now. 57 down. Blank N blank.
That clue is 8 down's northern neighbor. Abbreviated.
And that was Mish. Again. Northern
That'd be up in
neighbor.
Canada?
So Canada or Ontario probably. Okay. 65 across. 4 blanks. UTS.
That clue is topping for a vegan burger. Could be anything.
Sprouts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 55.
Okay. Blank, 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 YON.
Happy as bygone days.
Halcyon.
Oh,
I think that's how that's pronounced.
on and on.
Yeah. On a Halcyon and on. Anonymous. QAnon. 53 down. Blank HIS. True clue. Don't look. Did you look?
I didn't look at 53 down.
Almost made you look. Okay, so blank HIS. Could be. It could be east bodily points in Eastern medicine.
What is that?
Cheese.
Oh, cheese.
pepperoni, extra cheese.
I don't have one for this. This is hard to get. I think you might be right.
You don't have one for
53 down.
What did you say before, though? You said, I don't have one for
this. Oh, duh.
Get blank. Here's the best part.
Get this.
Yep. All right. Well, we're coming along here. We've got 13 minutes left. You know, it feels like we're doing pretty well.
We're doing okay.
We do have some troubled zones, so we're gonna have to return. But let's go to 47 down. Blank, blank, blank. ASP.
The clue is get, and that is grasp.
Yeah. Your reach exceeds your grasp. Maybe. 48 down. Blank, blank. LER.
Many a sight on the Suez Canal.
Euler. 53 across. TRI blank. And 47 across. GO blank DO. True clue time. If you haven't, your sister Casey Dritters played this game before, what we're looking for is a possible clue for an answer that you select in your head based on there's only one letter that can go in there, or there, multiple letters could go, but there's only one to choose, one square. So we think of TRI blank. Think of the answer and then give a clue. Could be where LSD might take you
On a trip. Just trip.
Yeah, that's kind of, that doesn't quite, the language doesn't quite work, but okay.
High school math subject abbreviated.
Trig. Could be that. GO blank DO with, I think we've actually seen that clue already, so we can't true clue that one. So the true clue for 53 across is
Belle Biv DeVoe or Bananarama. Both bands with 3 people in them.
Trio. Okay,
nice.
So dry wind. Sikoko maybe, or so GO blank DO, that was the astronaut Cooper.
I think it's Gordo.
Maybe. So Sirocco for the wind could be. I'm going to put that with a pencil so we know to come back to it. Okay, let's go to the top corner. Could macabre be right? King-like in a way. It does feel like that might be. So let's see what it does for these. I still think that might be Irma. Court proceedings. Some Latin thing.
Oh, okay, 12 down. Streisand role in Funny Girl. Would it be Bride?
Yep. And ROU blank S. Hammerings. Routes. ADTA, court proceedings. What else could that be? Come back to that. Okay, we've got 10 minutes. We're way ahead of, just David wasn't here this week, so we're way ahead of schedule.
He's always holding us back.
Meandering with his puns and whatnot. Well, I feel like maybe Hito feels right, but it could be Hiro. And then, so European 1940s combat zone. There was like the different theaters of, the war, and they had kind of like, terms for them that was like the European something, front, or it could just be like Euro. And then this could be D blank S, the MLB's 10th men. Some like the umps 10th men. We need some help here. Should we phone a friend?
Who knows baseball?
Or who knows
Japan?
Japanese emperors who've abdicated. Or who knows court proceedings, or it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it's just we call a friend and see if they'll answer and help, and see if they'll help us anywhere. Who should we call? Who should we call?
I don't know.
Should we call Chantel?
I don't think Chantel's big into baseball. Or court.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so somebody with a
Just
legal...
call David. Call David.
Should I just call him? Okay.
Just call him.
Well, let's see what happens. Okay. I guess I could have messaged him first and said we were phoning a friend.
No, it's a surprise. I don't know why I'm whispering. He won't be able to hear me.
Hi, David. You're our friend. We're phoning you. Phoning a friend.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that my cell phone server. I'm up at Canyon. I didn't know my phone would work. So what you got?
Okay, so we got 8 minutes left, and we were missing really probably just 2 squares. So there's 4 answers, and we don't know any of them. So how about this? Let's start with 64 across. AKO blank I blank O. And the clue, emperor who abdicated in 2019 after 30 years.
2019 after 30 years, emperor. AKI.
Tell me, I think it's a Japanese emperor.
We're thinking it's like a Japanese emperor.
Yeah, sure.
Akko,
I don't know that.
Something.
I'm sorry. I just don't know that. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. How about this one? ROU blank S. And the clue is hammerings.
Like roots, like ROUTS.
Okay, yeah, that's what we had, but then it gives us this thing for 21 across, which we don't understand.
Yeah.
It's the clue is court proceedings, and it gives us ADTA. Could that be a Latin term for court proceedings? Adta, or something like that?
Yeah,
I guess
know.
This could be different, and Irma could be different. Okay, well, we'll just try 2 more, and then we'll let you go.
Okay.
59 down, D blank S. The clue is MLB's 10th men, in quotes. Major League Baseball's 10th men, abbreviated.
Oh, did we lose him?
We might have lost him.
I think we lost him.
A lot of, not like we were getting much. David, you there? Well,
bummer.
Yep, that's it. I phoned my friend, and
son of a...
I mean, he liked routes. He did give us that. And Arcadia, could it be our idta? Maybe id is a Latin word. Could be I. Maybe we'll put that in with a pencil, and then, well, let's just take some stabs here. I think it might be just like hero, but that doesn't work. Could be hito, and that doesn't work. And it could be adta, and that doesn't work. And it could be Yeah. Well, 5 minutes left. We have one more friend we maybe want to phone. You have someone?
Okay. Do we know anyone who knows about Japan?
Let's see.
Didn't you live there? Can't you call one of your friends from Japan?
I have some cousins who are half Japanese, but I don't know if I have any of their phone numbers in my phone. One of them is my dentist, actually. So I only ever I call and make dentist appointments, and then I see him at the dentist.
Well,
but and he did live in Japan. Served a Mormon mission there, so there's a possibility. Well, we might just rack our brains one more time, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Arcadia court proceedings.
Wade's Unagi preseason. That's all right.
Yeah. 10th men. What else could it be? If it's a team, if it's just an MLB team, then this could be a place. D blank S. And 1940s combat zone.
Who knows World War II? Do you have a historian friend?
I do have my historian friend. Let me see if she'll answer here. Let me call my friend Mark. It's my friend Katie's husband. He's not a historian. She is, but he might be more likely to answer.
Hi, you reached.
That's voicemail.
Yep. Well,
Crap. Should we have done the Monday?
no, I mean,
no, we shouldn't have.
No, we got to challenge yourselves. I feel like Arcadia still feels like the most likely thing there. Weird as Atta is, and then European combat zone maybe, or it could be another combat zone in the 1940s, Japan and in the Pacific, but and plus I feel like I don't know, somehow the R feels good. But then, so what else could it be? How about the Gordo? Could that be anything other? The astronaut who portrayed Cooper? Gondo? Gordo? Gondo? Gopto? Gokto? Okay, the R feels good. And Akko Wiro. No. Octo Tiro. No. P. We'll just go through these. All right, well, should we just call it?
What happens now? Like, are we gonna make it?
We have options. We can check a square. Should we check that square and see if that was the only one we didn't get? This will exclude it from your streak. Okay, I get it. Oh, because there was nothing there. No, I need to reveal a square. Keep trying. H. So it is H. And now let's reveal this square. That is right with the A.
Nice.
And so maybe Hito. And let's check that square. That's right. And then I guess we'll check this square. And that's right. Well, what?
Something else is wrong.
Check puzzle. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so we have 3 wrong letters that we didn't realize. Noir.
And in a tie.
Is probably Noceums. We missed that. Should have been there. And in a tie. And then bride is wrong. Streisand roll. We're at an hour. We'd already cheated. We'd already given up. So
Yeah.
So the Alta for the court
Try it.
proceedings, but Brila doesn't work.
No.
If it's not a bride, what other role? A name? Breen? Breeze?
Is it a C? I don't know what ACTA is.
That is it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bryce.
And ACTA is the court proceedings. Wow.
No idea what an ACTA is. Oh my God.
You don't know an ACTA? What about Matt Damon?
I do. I know an ACTA. He likes his donkeys.
Wow. All right. Well, that was good. We got a lot. We could, I bet if David were here, maybe he could have,
I don't know.
Found some of those.
He didn't know what an ACTA is.
I know. Well, then now it's time for our etymological pass, and we will go to Etym Online here, and let's look up some words that we just encountered. Let's start with ACTA and bellicose. What is that a thing? That's a court proceeding. So maybe we just need to Google that. Let's see. Acta. Court. Proceedings. Acta curiae.
Acts of the court.
Acts of court. So, yep, it's just the plural of acts.
Okay.
Okay.
What else do we have? Do you want to look up and see what a no-see-um is?
Yeah. Why isn't that letter working? Okay, no-see-um. Also spelled no-see-ums with the which I think is exactly how it was written out by your sister or whoever.
Mm-hmm. Your sister Casey.
Your sister Casey. No-see-ums, NO-SEE-UM is one. Or you could put no dashes, or you could just put all that together. Yeah, I wonder what the etymology of that is, the no-see-ums. Maybe it's because they're really small. We don't see them.
Yeah, I think that's it. That like you don't see them, but they're bothering you.
Yeah. Well, so we're not seeing no-see-ums here in Wikipedia. It does bring us to this Ceratopagonidae family, and commonly known as no-see-ums or biting midges.
I know midges.
Well, it doesn't really say anything about where the no-see-um comes from. I'm not seeing an etymology. Subfamily, systematics. Okay. Okay. Well, we could dig a little Google deeper. Just see if where does no-see-um come from? Where does no-see-um come from? Insects, yeah.
It's a great mystery.
It is a great. All right, whatever. Moving on. Let's do something else. What? Top secret. Me again.
Should we try Arcadia?
Yeah. Let's see what Arcadia is. And refers to a vision of pastoralism and harmony with nature. The term is derived from the Greek province of the same name, which dates to antiquity. Okay. Arcadia. Utopia in Wikipedia. Yeah. Arcadia differs from that the tradition of utopian ideals in that it is more specifically regarded as unattainable. Furthermore, it is seen as lost, Edenic form of life, contrasting to the progressive nature of utopian desires. Arcadia. Yeah, that's a good one for the old
Noggin.
The noggin. No-see-um. Okay. Akihito. Let's see about it, Wiki. Akihito. No? Okay. I can't seem to get it. Akihito. And let's go to Wikipedia article. Born 23rd December 1933. Very charming face there. Just real pleasant old man in a nice suit with pocket square. Gray hair, well coiffed, highly, some great product in there, keeping that side part just right where you want it. Anyway, that's Akihito. He reigned as the 125th emperor. He succeeded to the chrysanthemum throne upon the death of his father, Emperor Showa. Upon his abdication, due to his age and declining health, he became Emperor Emeritus. He was succeeded by his eldest son, Naruhito, which sounds vaguely familiar. That's funny. In my head, for some reason, I was thinking maybe they gave up having emperors, if an emperor resigned. But
just got a bit old.
It's just, he's just emeritus. Okay. Well, so Funny Girl.
Nice.
You have seen this film?
Never.
It's you got your Fanny Bryce is the character portrayed by in the movie. Should we watch a little clip here on the thing?
Yeah.
Just get a little taste of this. I don't know if you'll be able to
trailer.
hear it.
No, I can hear this Tillamook commercial.
Oh, yum.
It's creamy, it's dreamy.
Yeah. A Melissa McCarthy looking kind of actor.
Okay, Tillamook.
Hello, gorgeous.
You hear it?
Columbia Pictures is proud to present Barbara Streisand.
Yeah?
You're going to be a big star someday, Miss...
Bryce, Fanny Bryce.
She's riding roller skates and wearing hats and sailor outfits. Singing.
Fully restored to its original roadshow presentation.
Ah, a roadshow presentation.
I'm a Ziegfeld girl.
So she's an actress.
And finally back on the big screen.
And singing on the street.
Presented in
She's so glamorous.
Yeah.
6-channel digital sound.
6-channel digital sound. That's pretty sweet. Okay, well that's Funny Girl. Okay, what next? Middle C, nonstop sprouts. Halcyon.
Yeah, that one.
That's a fun one. Let's go to online for that. See if we can get a proper etymology on halcyon. Okay, calm, quiet, peaceful. 1540s in halcyon days. Translating Latin Alcyone dies, Greek Alkyonides Hemerai. 14 days of calm weather at the winter solstice, when a mythical bird, also identified with the kingfisher, was said to breed in a nest floating on calm seas. The name of this fabulous bird is attested in Middle English as Alcyone. The name is from Latin halcyon, alcyon from Greek halcyon, kingfisher. The explanation that this is from hals, sea, salt, sea, halo, plus kion, conceiving, present participle in kion, to conceive, literally to swell, see, cumulus, probably is ancient folk etymology to explain a loan word from a non-Indo-European language, identified in mythology with Halcyone, daughter of Aeolus, who, when widowed, threw herself into the sea and became a kingfisher. Halcyon. Yeah, you dream of halcyon days?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to look up macabre?
Totes. Macabre. All right. Early 15th century in Maccabees dance of Macabre, a kind of mortality show or allegorical representation of death and his victims from Old French macabre, dance of death. Well, okay. So does it come? It comes from the Maccabees, which is leader of the Jewish revolt against Syro-Hellenes, the Maccabees. Okay. So yeah, it does look like John Lydgate, the monk poet who first translated it into English, seems to have regarded it as the name of the French author, and perhaps it was a French surname, Macabre. Or perhaps it is from medieval Latin, Chorea, Maccabeorum, literally dance of the Maccabees.
But not the dance of the Macarena.
No.
Okay.
Macabrena. All right. Well, so that's a name from the Jewish history, the Old Testament.
Cool.
All right. Well, who's the Gordo that played astronaut Cooper? Let's see. Let's go to no. Here we go. IMDb, and we will go to
The Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff. Um, 1983, and who's playing Gordon Cooper? Dennis Quaid. Gordo.
Oh.
So
yeah, Gordo.
Astronaut Cooper, as portrayed in The Right Stuff. So it's just his first name as a nickname, Gordo.
I guess so.
But he was played by Dennis Quaid. Fred Ward, I knew was in that, but I couldn't pull his name. Ed Harris, Scott Glenn, Sam Shepard. Yeah, you ever see that? The Right Stuff?
Never. I ought to though, right?
Wasn't there another astronaut? I've never seen it. Another astronaut movie about Neil Armstrong, the first man.
Many.
Have you seen that?
The Ryan Gosling one?
Yeah.
God, yes, I've seen it. Jeez.
Good?
Listen, the sound in that movie to me was so powerful. Like it was like the sound made me emotional. First Man. It played such a part in the movie.
Wow. Yeah. And it's the same director, Damien Chazelle, that did La La Land.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll say it was phenomenal. Like you think of, he's going to go to the moon, and you don't really think about, I mean, in other movies about Neil Armstrong, the story's kind of all the same. But in this movie, I mean, you saw a lot, like this picture right here, you see him training. I had no idea that he was, training on these crazy, like, I don't know the word for it, but these flight machines that were not safe, as evidenced by the explosion behind him.
Right,
and then, right. He experienced the loss of a child in the lead up to it, the loss of team members.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll give that a watch. I've been meaning to. I've just never quite been the right moment for it. But I'll check it out. Okay. Well, what else? We got Braxton Family Values.
Ooh, I don't know. You really want to Google that one?
Yeah, Braxton Family Values. Tracy Braxton. The tight-knit Braxton sisters, Grammy-winning artists Toni Braxton, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar. And their headstrong mother share an inside look. We'll probably have to watch some silly commercial first, but should we just get a little taste of this?
Sure. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think you have to hit play.
Oh, do I? No.
There it is. No. Come on, player.
Nope. It's not worth it.
Bummer.
You pretty much see it.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, so a reality show with the Braxton sisters, Braxton Family Values. I have a nephew named Braxton.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so anything else? Halcyon, I Second Sprouts, Sahito, Nosiums.
Yeah.
That feels pretty good.
I think your iPad went away.
Oh, did it? Now,
yeah.
Oh, I do apologize profoundly. Let me fix it. Oh no, now Sam's on the screen. He's gonna have to
edit himself out afterwards.
Fix that. Okay, let's just see if it kicks back.
There we are.
Okay.
Et voila.
Et voila. But no, I think it defaulted. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's back on the live stream just as it should be. Well, it's time now for our art section.
Just the 3.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you get 3. Well, Lindsay, do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. So today I'm here to talk about a show. I don't know if you would have heard of it. It's called The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, I have heard of that. I have heard of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Have?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
That's amazing. Yeah. I wanted to talk about it. We're 4 episodes in. I think 6 episodes total is what it's going to be.
What do you want to talk spoilers? Do we want to push you to the end and we can do like, or does spoilers not matter so much for where you're going?
I don't know that it matters for where I'm going. I'll say, I've been a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a while now. I enjoy those films very much. And so, of course, I watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, kind of not knowing what I was getting into. I loved WandaVision. It was great, had a lot of fun watching it. But The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is making me think about Captain America in a completely different way than I ever had before. And I guess I feel bad. I don't want to spoil anything. So I guess you're right. Like, I don't know what to say, but
here's what we're going to do. We're just going to mold our art section together. And we're just going to talk Marvel, maybe cinematic universe or something. Cause I kid you not, in the last week, I've probably watched 4 Marvel movies.
Have you really? We've watched 2.
Which 2 have you watched?
So we went back and we watched Captain America, Winter Soldier, and then we watched Civil War afterwards. And we watched those because of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It gave me like an interesting and greater appreciation of the relationship between Bucky and Sebastian Stan's character. No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a great relationship
War,
too. But yeah, like how their relationship builds. It does build a bit around Captain, and I think that so much in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, their relationship has to do with their past relationship with Steve Rogers, right?
Yeah.
But also I am fascinated. Okay, I don't want to say fascinated. I really respect what the writers have done in this series when it comes to dealing with issues related to racism and the treatment of, people of color, Black people specifically.
Yeah.
It's been the show has so many layers to it, and I love that. It's deep. I didn't expect it to be so deep. It's really deep, but also at the same time somehow manages to keep also like that Marvelness of it, where you're like excited to see what happens next, but also you truly care about the message that they're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I find it's grown on me as I've watched more episodes, and I think, like you and probably a whole bunch of other people with subscriptions to Disney Plus, found myself after an episode going, you know what, I want to go back and I want to look at the history here, and so I, in the last week or 2, I can't recall, but most recently I watched Infinity War and Endgame. Though I will say I skipped over some parts. Like
Which parts did you skip?
Yeah, so I'd seen both of them before, probably 3 or 4 times already. So I've consumed those movies many times. So watching them this time in quick succession of like having also watched recently Captain America and the Avengers, the first one. So watching the Infinity War and Endgame, the parts I skipped were most of the stuff with Thanos and Gamora.
Sure.
I guess it's just like, I don't know. I've certainly enjoyed watching them. They played they add to the richness. I think I skipped then I skipped to Hawkeye and Natasha at getting the Soul Stone. And it's not because it's like, I don't think it's a moment that works. I guess it's just maybe it's not like I've been avoiding like the other, like powerful moments. I don't think those moments actually are as powerful as I don't know, when Thanos throws.
I wonder if those
Gamora,
moments. Oh, sorry, you go ahead. When he throws Gamora.
Like, yeah, you kind of feel it. Like it works. They've spent enough time kind of setting him up in that movie with a story, but ultimately, like, yeah, I guess for whatever reason, I want to skip it and I want to see all the other parts.
I think what's interesting about those 2 moments specifically is that they deal with like the Soul Stone and how one obtains the Soul Stone. And so as we saw in the most recent Avengers movie, Endgame. Gamora comes back like from another reality, right?
Another
Were you gonna say another
dimension.
Yeah, from another timeline, she comes into this new timeline. So she doesn't understand her relationship with any of the Guardians characters. And so it'll be interesting to see that rebuild. But why I think that's interesting is because then you have the second element of that, which is Nat, you know, killing herself, basically giving herself up for the Soul Stone. And you know, like you heard the moment when Bruce Banner's like, oh, I tried to bring her back. And there's this huge fan theory like of, well, what if he did bring her back, but she was just stuck there? She didn't get to come back to Earth. Like she just came back to where she was, which was.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, obviously if she did come back or didn't, if apparently there's another Gamora, then there could be another Nat in another timeline.
Do you want to hear the craziest theory that I heard? It's not, I don't want to say it's crazy.
Yeah, go for it.
Someone has a theory that when Steve Rogers goes back and he's giving back all of the different stones, he is the one that comes across Nat when he's going to give back the Soul Stone. And that while he does go and share that dance, he ends up not with her, but he ends up with Nat, because he would have respected what's her name? Why am I forgetting? Peggy. He would have respected Peggy having a relationship and a husband and all of that enough to kind of like leave that alone. And like he ended up with Nat somehow. But I think that the comics say that he does go back and end up with Peggy. So
this is interesting because I have been thinking a little bit about, you know, one of the things I like a lot about the Marvel universe, you know, versus like the DC ones. In the Marvel, they do try to give most of these characters, you know, some kind of arc. When it's their movie, you know, they get some kind of growth. But I found myself thinking like, does Captain America like get, you know, as much growth in the different movies and Avengers? You know, I mean, it's almost like his story. I mean, and Tony has a story that arcs over the whole series, the whole, you know, fate, all the different phases, you know, building to him sacrificing himself at the end of Endgame. But Steve doesn't get these moments, I think, most of the time. He's pretty much believes he's right all in every movie. I guess he, you know, it's like he's, you know, there's these little gains maybe where he learns to start breaking the rules. And so then at the end of the whole series, he breaks the biggest rule, which is, I'm going to go live a life.
Here's what I'll say. I think that in a lot of cases, like he was like, by virtue of being just a good person, I think he was mostly right in a lot of those cases, even though it could have come off as sanctimonious. But I feel like I've seen his character development and gained a greater respect for Steve Rogers as Captain America in seeing the new Captain America and how he approaches things. You realize more so than you could have, like, what a thoughtful and deliberate person Steve Rogers was in comparison to what we have now.
So at the beginning of Endgame, he is counseling people. He's part of a support group,
which is interesting because that is Falcon.
Falcon's.
That's what he used to do in the very beginning. And that's how he met Steve Rogers, was when he was counseling veterans as well. And so Steve's counseling veterans of the snap. Yep.
And so he is he does that, and then he goes to see Natasha, and Natasha is like, can't let go, and he's kind of says this thing about, you know, I tell people to let go, but I actually can't. You know, and he is sort of the, you know, this impetus behind like getting, you know, going to get the stones and changing it back. But so I guess maybe his ultimate arc is something along the lines of, you know, like letting other people take over, maybe like not feeling like he has to right all the wrongs and he has to fight all the wars and he has to carry the burden. He opts for a little self-care, or, you know, just a little bit of like self-satisfaction and happiness or something like that.
I mean, I think that's also kind of part of the reason that Steve Rogers was chosen to become Captain America in this series, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, one of the characters says that basically to want to take the super soldier drug is to be interested in supremacy. And Steve was chosen because he was never interested in supremacy or in
right. He was
being over other
selfless.
people.
Yeah.
He was very selfless, and it was nice to see him do a little bit for himself. But I think so much of what he always did was selfless and kind of balancing the line between being right and doing what's right, you know?
Yeah. So let's talk the Winter Soldier for a second, Falcon and, so maybe now we can talk spoilers a little bit.
Okay.
So if you've made it this far and you're listening and you haven't watched all the episodes,
just turn it off.
Spoilers coming. So at the end of episode 4, we see that the new Captain America has taken a serum, and then he basically doesn't murder.
No, he murdered him.
Right, he murders him. He murders a man at the end of a fight, but it's like the man's given up, and then
I think the reason it was murdered is this, not to be a know-it-all, apologies, but Captain America goes out and he is hunting a person for revenge. No one is unsafe from this man. This man is literally running away. He has no weapons. He's not even the person that killed Captain America's, sidekick. For all intents and purposes, this guy is a sidekick to him, which is unfortunate for him. So this guy's not, he's not the one that even killed him. So it was revenge. And therefore, to me, I consider it to be murder. And he did it in a rage as well. Right.
Well, and for those who might be listening and don't care about the spoilers, but haven't seen this show, you have Bucky and you have Falcon, I guess, Anthony Mackie's character. He has a name.
Sam Wilson.
Yeah, Sam Wilson. And he, Captain America, Steve Rogers, gives the shield to Falcon at the end of Endgame. And then in the beginning of this series, he gives it to the Smithsonian or whatever, because he doesn't feel like he deserves it. And then months after this, there's a new Captain America selected by, whatever powers that be, who can do a PR stunt and get the shield and give it to a new guy. And we find out over the course of these episodes that this new Captain America is bit of a hard head.
He's a hothead.
He's a hothead, excuse me. And although it's not like he's the worst, like he knows how to, in these moments at least, sort of like play. He's a little bit, he's not, have you watched The Boys on Prime?
There are quite a few like as soon as I saw him, I was like, this is giving me the boy vibes. Yeah. But like Homelander. Obviously not as big of a villain as Homelander, you think.
Until the end of this one, when his friend's been killed, and in this,
I just find him to be I find the character to be obviously very privileged. He is like, it's interesting. There's a lot that they show in the series that makes me feel like he's like propped up in his life by the Black people around him, but completely like ignorant of the ways that benefits him. It's just there are just so many layers to him, and I don't, it's like, I don't want to like condemn someone as an overall bad character, but once he reached the point where he was willing to, spoilers, he took the serum, so he's obviously interested, the show's indicating that he is interested in his supremacy over other people, and then like the first thing that he does is he like murders someone with the shield. And that was such a chilling scene when he lifts up the shield and it's got blood all over it. Yeah. And it takes you back to the scene in Civil War when Cap and Bucky are fighting with Iron Man, and Cap is like fighting at the end against him. And he does the same thing. He lifts up the shield over his head and he goes to slam it down. And as he's going to slam it down, like Tony Stark like covers his face because he thinks Cap is going to do him like that. And Cap just shoves it down into his arc receptor, into the suit to stop the suit from giving him power. And then he walks away. And that to me there was, I think, a lot of symbolism in the new cap and
And
that
he
blood on the
leaves,
shield.
and he leaves the shield at that point too, with
New Cap?
Tony.
Oh,
No,
yeah, old Cap does,
So
yeah.
he sort of
Well,
feels,
Tony says, you don't deserve that. It's my dad
Yeah.
made that shield for you. And basically, you know, you knew about the way that my dad was murdered by your BFF.
Yeah.
And so and that's the great thing. Captain America, Steve Rogers, Captain America, he didn't need the shield to be Captain America. It was about him and who he was
Right.
as a person. And, you know, Wyatt Russell's Captain America needs the shield to be Captain America, because without that shield, without that symbolism, he is nothing like the original Captain America.
Well, so I'm thinking now at the end of Endgame, if they're fighting and Thanos smashes the shield to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they get another one? How does he get one to give to Sam?
Well, I mean, it's made of vibranium, so I'm sure that
Did they just
people
make
in
another one, or
Wakanda-
did he bring one from another timeline?
I don't know that he brought one from another timeline, because it didn't seem like he went back in time, but I could see Wakanda giving him vibranium to
Just make another.
Yeah,
they got a whole set, just like Iron Man's got suits. You know,
Yeah.
the Wakandans have made a
Maybe.
buttload of those. Okay, well, so real quick, do you want to talk about the Bucky and Sam kind of like dynamic, or have we spent enough time?
I mean, we're probably just talking to each other at this point, and I'm fine with that. But I will say, I enjoy.
Dritters did say about
I'm
6
out.
minutes ago. Okay, I'm out.
But maybe it was because Dritters
It could
didn't
have been
want spoilers.
It could be the spoilers. Yeah.
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 I enjoy their dynamic so much because obviously there's a history there, but the history is like, you know, you have friends where you're friends with them because of a mutual friend, right? And that's
Totally,
what they
yeah.
that's what they had going on. But also I think over time they're learning to trust and gaining a level of respect for each other. And I was so interested in the moment when Bucky took Sam to the house of the black super soldier. I can't remember his name right now,
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
the older gentleman, and Sam afterwards was just like, how could you have not told Steve that? And Bucky just lightly was like, oh, I didn't want it to like weigh him down that there was another person, but there were so many layers there of like another person out in the world who has essentially had the same power as Steve Rogers, but who was treated in a completely different way, and like dehumanized and criminalized because of, you know, doing what he was asked to do essentially. And I guess that's also why the scene with the blood on the shield was so chilling to me, because Steve Rogers had no idea, but like who he was and what he symbolized, like there's a lot of negativity to it, and blood on the shield that he metaphorically
Right.
blood on the shield that he just never realized was there.
Yeah.
And you get,
Yeah.
you know, this light, fluffy Captain America for so many years. It's so great and it's heartwarming, but then it's kind of like there's just
Problems.
like this dark underbelly to it.
Yeah. Well, so do you think that Sam is going to be given an opportunity to be a super soldier, take the serum, and
I just don't think, even if he were given the opportunity, I think he never would do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he definitely seems to be on a journey of sort of like, I don't know, to accept that Steve gave him the shield, and that because he believed in him, and he's got to figure that out.
It's interesting to see Bucky say that shield means so much to me and so many other people, but Sam is the person who really understands, you know, holistically what the shield means across the board, and that's why he didn't necessarily want to keep it. It wasn't just because he didn't think like he was worthy, but he really probably thought maybe it's time for this shield to not be, you know, a working shield anymore. We can retire it, we can become new things, because he understood that there was also like a lot of baggage to it.
Yeah. All right. So last little piece that I'm curious about, you know, there's a little chatter about like, are there vibes between, you know, is there potential like, you know, romance between Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Do you ship them?
They don't, I mean, they don't, either of them seem like they've had any we've no time in the scripts have ever been devoted to like any love interests for them.
Can I say another?
Well, I guess
saw?
Bucky in the first Captain America is a womanizer.
I mean, he is, but couldn't you imagine that most men feel that they have to like compensate back then with women? But something interesting that I saw on the internet, aka TikTok, where I spend some of my time, there was a video where someone said, okay, so Bucky's on the date with the woman from the sushi bar, right? And he is talking about how he got on an app and he saw, he's like, there's just a bunch of tiger pictures. And this person went down a rabbit hole of research, but basically there was a trend during the time frame when Bucky would have said that. There's this huge trend of men on dating apps who were taking their profile photos with tigers. And so this woman asserted that because he said there's just so many tiger photos, that he must have been looking at men's profiles. Mm-hmm. And I would be 100% okay with that. Like, even if it weren't with Sam, it would make sense if they both, that they both kind of were a little, in love with Steve Rogers. And so, I mean, who's not, right?
Yeah.
I like it. If it happened, I would not be bothered by that one bit. I mean, look at their knees touching.
Yeah, that whole scene was very.
It was flirtatious, right?
Yeah. Well, that scene was a little bit hard to take. That suddenly this woman's like, "Now I need to give you couples therapy."
Both of you therapy. Yeah, it was a little bit silly in that regard, but as soon as they like scooted in towards each other,
they played this.
It was very funny. No, I think that they balance each other out really well, and no matter where the relationship stands, I like their dynamic with each other, and I think that they're good for each other as friends or as more, if they were into that sort of thing.
Well, maybe we can, maybe by the end of this thing, I'm vaccinated now, maybe we could arrange some kind of like co-watching.
Oh, well, I don't get done until the 27th. And then I have to wait 2 weeks after that.
Are they
There's only 2 more episodes. Oh. Also, you know what they said? Okay, by they, I mean a writer of the show. My understanding is that this week's episode, so tomorrow's episode, is like the episode. I've heard that there's a new character introduced, and I've also heard it will make us cry. So I'm very curious to see if both of those things happen.
Well, maybe we can just, if you're going to watch it tomorrow, we'll just, I'll probably watch it, and we can send some notes.
I'm 100% going to watch it tomorrow. So just, FYI.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, and subscribing on iTunes, on Apple Podcasts to Crosspod Wordcast if you like listening. It would really help us if you leave us a review on there. Go on and just type a few words, say 5 stars. These guys won't stop talking about Marvel sometimes, but it's pretty fun. And subscribe to us on YouTube or Twitch under Sultan Studios. We have producer Sam to thank for producing tonight, sound engineering, and he's out of South Salt Lake in Sultan Studios. And did you come up with a catchphrase yet?
Never.
Well, then that's a pretty good place to stop recording.
Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom.